Hi, this is Teke Teke Nation Live again, and so in the Kenyan politics, there is one huge misfortune that the moment you have general elections, the presidential winner takes it all. The leader of opposition remains in political cold for a period of 5 years, and this is extremely unfortunate because looking at the last general elections, the president beat his number two, the main competitor, Raila Amolo Odinga, by about 200,000 votes only. 200,000 votes only. And then the president, the winner, takes everything home. He's the leader of government, he forms the government, he does everything. The leader of opposition goes into political cold, and that is it. So the other day, the president, while meeting the members of parliament for the Kenya Kwanza team, I think after some reflection, he really rallied his members of parliament to start thinking about how to change laws to ensure that the parliament create an office for the leader of opposition. And I think, in my own view, that this is a great step in deepening our democracy, because if you look at Raila Amolo Odinga, who garnered about 6.9 million votes, these are 6.9 million Kenyans who believed in his manifesto and were hoping that this guy is going to become president. If this guy loses, has he lost, and he's sent home like that, where do these 6.9 million people go to? So I think it's a good thing to think about creating an official office for the opposition leader. But while doing so, a couple of commentaries on TV and different media channels have really been out here indicating that they don't want to do that because it's Raila. And I think this is where we get it wrong. So while creating the institutions to enable us to deepen our democracy, I think it is wrong to look at an individual. It's only that at the moment, as we speak, Raila Odinga is the leader of opposition. But while thinking about the creation of the office, it would be ideal not to look at an individual, not to look at who will be the leader of this opposition. So that when we create the office, forget about Raila. It doesn't matter who will be the leader of opposition tomorrow, in 2027, in 2032, or whichever time. Whoever will be, whether it will be Mudavadi, it will be Kalonzo, it could be Ruto as well. Anybody, whoever it will be, it is important to have the office of an official opposition leader, so that someone who really campaigns, struggles, raises 6.9 million votes, doesn't just go home like that. This is not someone you can really wish away so easily. So I think the president is thinking straight, and members of parliament really need to support him to ensure that as a nation we create an official office for the opposition leader. A couple of things here. So these are some of the things that the BBI proposal had really contemplated in terms of creating. But then the president, who was the deputy president and as well as the leader of opposition, then really criticized that move. And he indicated how impossible it was to change the constitution. But I think now that the shoe is on the other foot, he is changing his mind. But as they say, only a fool doesn't change his mind. And while the leader of opposition then, who's now the sitting president, thought otherwise, he has changed his mind. He thinks that it's important really to have his elder brother, Raila Amolo Odinga, have an official office for him to really form a credible and strong opposition that will hold our government to account. Because looking at how things are now, majority of the politicians, in the event you get yourself into the opposition and you do not have an office, it becomes very difficult really for you to hold the government of the day to account. You don't have resources, you don't have adequate security, you have nothing. You are totally politically orphaned. And I think if we really want to deepen our democracy as a nation, it's important for us to have an official office for the opposition leader. Please subscribe on our YouTube channel. It is Teke Teke Nation Live.